I think I'd done a year of Goodnight, or maybe I'd done 2 years. I'm not quite sure about the details of this. People will write in and correct me. Again, just a simple thing of getting the audition, going for the audition. Now, I really was put through the mill for that one. I think I had 7 interviews for the part of Assumpta Fitzgerald. And I read with lots of actors to find again the chemistry that they wanted for that part. And basically, just got offered it and had no idea. See, people must look at certain people's careers and think, or look at my career and think, oh, she must have had an inkling of an idea that it was going to be a success. No idea. And that's not down to me being stupid. It's just you don't. It's like the lottery. You just have no idea that it's going to be received as well as it was. There you go. Waffling again. Again, I think my motivation for certainly leaving Ballycay was immediately I was associated playing stroppy Irish women, and however wonderful that character was, and there's no doubt about it, she was great, it was becoming very limiting for me as an actress. And again, in a curious way, when you're involved in something that is so successful, it can have an adverse effect in that's all people associate you with. And so I left. And I think I went on to do Hearts and Bones and various series and went back to the theatre. And I've always just tried to make my work as interesting for me and therefore hopefully interesting for an audience. I think it's too easy to take the money and just stay in a show comfortably. I think it's very dull for an actor. It's not stretching them. It's not demanding too much out of them. And I think if you're going to work those hours and really put in that kind of manpower as it is, you've got to be doing something that you're really passionate about. When you're young and footloose and fancy free, you have the ability to move on, because there are no responsibilities. The selfish responsibility you feel you have is to your talent and to searching for new challenges. But and what's harder as you get older is to try and maintain that drive, to maintain an element of that and couple it with your very real life responsibilities, which I'm very grateful for. Actually, the show I'm involved in at the moment, when your readers or your viewers, see this, it'll be well over and finished. But I'm working and doing a wonderful play by Brian Friel at the moment, a wonderful Irish playwright. And that has possibly, I think, in the last 10 years, been the most challenging and rewarding and utterly terrifying experience. A lot at stake, really, to be only known, let's face it, as a television actress. And there is a terrible snobbery, I think, in the business with that labelling. You really have to try and shake people's opinion of you. And I know I've been terrible in jobs, and I've fallen flat on my face many times publicly, but I essentially do want to entertain people. And I think this job that I'm doing, Aristocrats, has really delivered that for me. It's really given me a sense of, I suppose, inner belief that I'm all right, that I can do it in front of a live audience. It's a rush, it's like going on the biggest roller coaster ride you could ever go on. I think I'd like to do a comedy soon. I like comedy. I think comedy is much more challenging, to be honest with you. Yeah, there you go. Comedy.
Good night, sweetheart. All my prayers are for you. Good night, sweetheart. I'll be watching over you. Tears and parting may make us forlorn, but with the dawn a new day is born.
It's alright, isn't it?
That was a lot.
Yay!